Hey YouTube, this is Tom at TM Aquatics. Hope everyone's having a great day. Real short video today, but you're looking at 6-day-old L134 Leopard Frog Pleco fry. They are in an egg tumbler. You can see they still have a little bit of yolk sac left, but even though at this size they will start feeding, even though they do have a yolk sac, they will start rasping on wood and leaves and biofilm, etc. I also need the egg tumbler because I have a fresh spawn that I need to get in the egg tumbler, but in today's video I'm going to show or take you along as I remove these fry from the egg tumbler and put them into a fry box. I'm going to show you my standard setup for a fry box for these L134s, and we're going to try to make this quick and painless. So let's get started. Alright YouTube, the fry box that I've been using for these L134s and growing them out is the Marina large fry boxes. These can be purchased on Amazon for about $8.50. I'll put a link down in the description, so check that out. They're inexpensive, they're simple, easy to use, and they provide a lot of space for these little plecos to grow out. So we're going to go ahead and get this set up. What I like about them, not just the cost or the price point and the space, but the fact they hang on the exterior of the tank just allows me to access the inside and siphon out the detritus from the fry. I do that twice a day just to make sure I keep the water conditions in the fry box as clean as possible. But we're going to go ahead and get this set up, and then we'll get those little fry out of the egg tumbler over here into this fry box, and we'll wrap this video up. Alright, so in the breeder box I have a couple of Indian almond leaves or catappa leaves, not for the antifungal properties, but the L134 fry like to rasp on these leaves, and they do produce a lot of biofilm, very prone to growing biofilm on them, so they'll sit and rasp on these leaves, and it's a pretty soft material for them, so they'll feed on that quite a bit. And then also I put in one piece of cholla wood because again they'll rasp on that wood, and this has already been in another tank. It's already seasoned and had this in with the other fry that are growing out, so it already has a nice layer of biofilm on there. So it's just going to provide a couple of food sources for these little L134s between the feeding of live baby brine shrimp. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to remove the fry out of the egg tumbler down here and get them into the breeder box. Alright, I'm not going to be able to show everything that's going on camera. Oh, I just saw a little baby rainbow fish. There's some baby rainbow fish fry swimming around in here. They won't last too long. Can't show you everything that I'm doing, but I'm actually lifting the top of the egg tumbler off. And I'll show you a couple things that I do with these egg tumblers. Okay, so you need to keep that submerged, and what I do is I will fill up another glass or another cup with some water. I'll come underneath in here. I've got the egg tumbler in another plastic container. It still has water in there, and then I will simply transfer that to the fry box here. I'll change the camera here real quick. Alright, so you can see the fry along with a lot of their poo, detritus, oops, in the egg tumbler. We'll go ahead and try to coax them out of here. Sometimes it takes a little bit of work to get them to let go, and there came a bunch. Alright. And they're out. I do want to show you one thing that I like to do with these egg tumblers. These egg tumblers, they work real well. They can be purchased on Amazon, and I've seen them anywhere from $10 to $15 for the same exact egg tumbler. But they're very effective. But underneath, they come with this little bit of sponge filter. It looks like maybe a 30 ppi, or excuse me, larger than that. I don't know, maybe a 10 or a 15 ppi sponge. But that allows a lot of waste to come up through that sponge. So what I like to do is I like to take a little bit of this filter floss or polyfill and shove that underneath, and that just helps keep cleaner water coming up into the egg tumbler, and keeps a lot of the foreign debris off the eggs and the young fry when they first hatch out. So I always put a little bit of polyfill up inside of the egg tumbler between the sponge and the tumbler itself. Just seems to help keep the water a little cleaner. Okay, I do want to take a moment and just take a closer look at these fry boxes that I use, just for those that might not be familiar with them. Again, as I've already stated in the video, the reasons why I like using these fry boxes: number one, they're very inexpensive; number two, they're a very simple design; but number three, they're also very effective. But how they work is pretty straightforward. They have a lift tube here, and you connect that to an air line, and then that sends the bubbles up the lift tube, and that pulls water with it and dumps a constant flow of fresh water into the fry box. And that does a couple things. It just helps keep the water in the fry box clean, but it also helps regulate the temperature in the fry box. One of the other features on these fry boxes, on the top here, it does have a little feeding hole. However, when I feed, I just lift the top off. But again, once these little plecos start feeding, they're going to create a lot of waste. And because this hangs on the exterior of the tank and the top is real easy to remove, I like to take a piece of airline hosing like this, and I will siphon out all the poo and the detritus that collects in the fry box. And I do that on every fry box at least 2 times a day, sometimes 3 times a day. And it just helps keep the water that's in the fry box a lot cleaner for these fragile and growing fry. But that's just a little closer look at the Marina fry box. And again, I will post an affiliate link for Amazon down in the description. So when time allows, check that out. Alright YouTube, well, it has been about 5 minutes. The L134 fry are settling in their new home quite nicely. There's a large group of them over here. There's also a large group underneath the almond leaf. You're going to get a little bit of glare. There's another group of them underneath there. Several of them have actually already taken refuge inside of the cholla wood. But they will get their first feeding tomorrow of live baby brine shrimp. And that will be their primary staple food for the next month or so until they reach about 1 inch in size. They'll also be getting, several times a week, they'll be getting some Ebo Aquaristic seafood blend. And then once or twice a week, I like to take some Ken's veggie sticks or omega-1 veggie rounds, crush that up into some real fine pieces, and sprinkle that in the tank to try and get them a little bit of greenery in their diet. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. If you have any comments or questions, please post them down below, and I will do my best to get back to you and respond as soon as time allows. Hit the like button on your way out. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, it only takes a couple of seconds to hit that subscribe button, and I would be honored to have your subscription. So don't forget to check out the Amazon affiliate links for the breeder box and also the egg tumbler that I showed you in this video. With that being said, again, thanks for watching, and until the next one, we'll catch you all later.